Hey guys, are you guys having a hard time with, being consistent? Maybe life or challenges sometimes gets in the way, or you kind of just fall off the horse and you kind of forget about it and you're not be able to be as consistent as you want to be. Well, no worries, guys. You're in the right place because today I'll be talking about how to be incredibly consistent. 5 steps to always being consistent. Okay? But right before that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and hop into the intro. I just want to welcome all of you guys who are already part of the club. Welcome back to Tim's Club. It's always a pleasure to see you. Always happy to have you guys here. Thank you. And, if you're new here, guys, I'm Tim from Tim's Club, where I make videos about singing, self-development, and vlogging. So if you're into those things, guys, subscribe to be part of the club and stick around, okay? Without further ado, we're going to hop right into it, and we're going to go into step number 1. So step 1, guys, is to make a promise to yourself, and when you guys do that, I want you guys to set the intent of, not going back. There is no going back, okay? When you set that intent, when you make that promise, whatever it is that you want to be consistent with, you're committed to, you're going to do it no matter what. So now the effectiveness of this will kind of vary depending on, how if you're the type of person to really commit to the promises that you make. You know what I mean? It depends how serious you are with your promises to yourself. So, if you're the kind of person who's like, yeah, when I say something, I'm going to do it, whether it's raining, whether it's sunny outside, or whether it's storming, no matter what, I'm going to show up. I'm going to be there and I'm going to do it day in and day out. Like that's what you're committed to. That's the kind of promises that you have to make to yourself, okay, guys? Guys, maybe if you're the kind of person who makes promises, but you don't take it too seriously, maybe you end up breaking some of your promises and you're not really committed to it. Guys, maybe start with some smaller promises that you can keep. But also, there's something else you can do, and that's gonna lead into step 2, guys, okay? So, and I'll be covering that very shortly. So remember, guys, step 1 is to make that promise to yourself and to have it with the intent of no going backwards, guys, because you guys are part of Tim's Club, right? And here in Tim's Club, we don't go backwards. We only move forwards, right? We keep going, okay? So that was number 1, guys. Make that promise and keep it, all right? Keep the promise to yourself. Number 2, okay? After you made that promise to yourself, we can take it a step further, right? We can take it a step further and make that promise to others, right? So we're going to go ahead and find other people that we can set our promise to keep us accountable, okay? Whether that's having your friends or a coach or mentor or your colleagues, go ahead and tell them what you're trying to commit to and be like, hey, yo, this is what I'm trying to do. This is what I'm committed to. This is what I want to be consistent with. Can you go ahead and keep me in check, keep me accountable for this? So I make sure I do this every day and stay committed to it, okay? So guys, like I was saying earlier, if you're not really good at keeping promises to yourself, then you can go ahead and put that promise out there and set that promise to other people, your friends or colleagues. So that way, if you value their opinion and their respect for you, then you're going to definitely want to show up, right? You want to keep your promises. And so, that way they can keep you accountable and keep you in check. They can see your daily behavior and that way you can stay on track, right? So go ahead. That's number 2, guys. Make that promise to others. And guys, you can even make this maybe a little bit fun, right? So like if you're like me and you hate to lose, you can maybe put a bet against yourself, right? So like you can bet with your friends or whatever and say like, hey, if I fail this consistency, this commitment that I'm trying to do, then I'm gonna go ahead and buy you a PlayStation 5 or something. And that would really suck because I don't even have my own PlayStation 5, so I definitely don't want to have to buy that for my friends. That would definitely keep me on track because I'm betting against myself, and I don't like to lose. So that way, I'm gonna make sure that I do whatever it takes to win, because we're in it to win it. Am I right, guys? That's right. Be in it to win it, okay? And so guys, because you guys are part of Tim's Club, me and all the other club members, we're here to help you out. Comment down below, guys, and let me know what you're promising to yourself, what you're promising to commit to stay consistent with. That way we can all help keep each other accountable. So go ahead and put that down in the comments below. Now I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to the second spot, and we'll talk about the next steps 3 and 4, okay? So hang on tight. Hey guys, here we are in spot number 2. It's been a little while since we've been back here, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about step number 3, okay? All right, so guys, step number 3 is to have, a trigger or reminder that will keep you consistent, okay? So, whether that's having a sticky note on the mirror, when you're brushing your teeth or changing your clothes, or, having a reminder on your phone where, it rings at a certain time to remind you that, hey, this is something you got to stay consistent with. This is something you got to work on and do today, or, having that checklist, a notebook that you look at, in the morning, like, hey, this is what I got to stay consistent on. This is what I'm working on today. And then having that checklist, make sure it's checked off by the end of the day, okay? So having a little reminder to keep you on task, right? So, or the other thing that you guys can have is a little trigger, an object or something that can trigger your motivation to be consistent. For example, here I got a little model of my dream car here, and so I went ahead and picked this up so that way, every time I look at it, I know, if I keep on staying consistent and I keep on working towards the goals, I'm going to be able to, get the dream car, or you're going to be able to get the goal or whatever it is you're able to stay consistent with, guys. It could be an object or whatever it is, a little memento for you guys so that when you see it, when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, okay, I got to be consistent because this is what I'm working towards. This is what I want. Just a little something to remind you, on the day to day, whether it's that reminder or that, that object, that trigger, right? So make sure you have that, guys. That will help you to stay consistent. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into number 4, okay, guys? And it can very much tie into what we were just talking about, but it's to set the environment for success. Okay, guys, and what that means is, for example, let's say you have a goal, or let's say you want to be consistent with eating healthy, right? And so, what you got to do, guys, is, go ahead and clear out all the unhealthy foods, go through your fridge, go through the cabinets and drawers and remove anything that's unhealthy, anything that doesn't serve anything that doesn't serve what you're going after, right? Of trying to eat more healthy, right? And go ahead and replace those things with, healthy foods. Fill your fridge up with, all the healthy foods, and have fruit baskets out on the table, on the counter, things like that, so that way you make it really easy for you to be consistent with it, because your environment, everything around you, everything you see and touch, it reminds you to be consistent on what you're working towards, right? It makes it super easy. So guys, it's important to make sure you guys set your environment up for success. For me personally, I'm doing a yoga challenge where I have to do, 1 hour of yoga every single day, right? And so in order for me to stay consistent with that, what I did was, I set up the environment, I put up my yoga mat, I laid it out, there in the area where I want to practice. I got the meditation music, the speakers, all there ready, set up and ready to go. So as soon as I get there, all I really have to do is just start that yoga session and be committed to it and just get it done with, right? So that's why, guys, it's super important. Set your environment up for success so that way you can be consistent with it. It makes it super easy, okay? That was number 4, guys, and we're going to go ahead and so I'm going to take you to the last spot, guys, and we'll be talking about the 5th thing, okay? I'll see you guys there. All right, hey, guys, here we are in the last spot, and we're going to talk about step number 5, okay? And that's to always bounce back, okay, guys? I'm going to say it one more time. Always bounce back, all right? I know that we're human. Life happens sometimes. Challenges, things, they come up, they occur. We fall off the bike or we get knocked off the horse every once in a while, okay? But it's about how quickly can you get back up on your feet. We all know that quote from Rocky, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and still keep moving forward, right, guys? So like I said here in the club, guys, we move forwards, we don't move backwards, okay? So whenever life happens or whenever challenges comes and you're not able to stay consistent for that day or that moment, you know what? Focus on how can you get back on track. How quickly can you recover? How quickly can you get back up on your feet? How quickly are you ready to go again? Don't stay in that rut where it's like, I lost the consistency, now it's not even worth continuing. Don't have that. Don't even think about that, guys. Think about getting back on track right away as soon as possible, right? So always bounce back. So that's number 5, guys. I hope you take that. I hope you guys take that one to heart, you know, whenever you fall off track and things get tough. So guys, if you guys liked this video, if you learned something at all, or you just had fun hanging out here in the club with me, then, you know, hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell so you guys don't miss my upcoming videos. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for being part of Tim's Club. Yes, you guys are the best. Respect. Alright, this is where I inspire you guys, one video at a time. So until then, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.